So I just want to invite Mark Hunter to come up to the stage and just have a few words about his London 2012 experience. When you look back now, you got a silver medal this time round, a gold medal 4 years ago. What's your overall, the whole feeling of your experience at London?
Yeah, obviously I come from the East End originally, so I grew up in East Ham, went to school in Bow. So to see the developments of London, I was extremely proud of what we put on the show. The rest of the world got to see, and my kind of experiences of the two games of the gold and the silver, different emotions attached to both. Obviously, winning in Beijing was the kind of highlight and the dream I had as a 14-year-old when I watched actually your race when you snatched the victory from the Italians and your emotion, excitement on the podium.
So, as I said, I like to get association where I can. It's only up here to make me look good.
And just watching those images captured my imagination. I wanted to go on that journey, so I understand the power of the images of London and how that would inspire a generation. And obviously the silver medal in London was heartbreaking not to win gold because we were leading up to the last 50 metres, but just the atmosphere and excitement of those 16 days of being in London, it was incredible. I've been to 3 Olympics. It was by far the best experience I've ever had. And it did really show, why we put the great back in Great Britain. So everybody should be very proud of that.
Just talking about your event, I should really say you're in the men's lightweight double sculls, and that's an event that over the last 4 years we've really done very well. If you include Beijing. What do you think is sort of the real secret to success in that event? We've had people like Redgrave, Pinson and all those idiots that have come before you who've sort of been the big guys, but you guys have come through in a different event.
Yeah, definitely. Obviously, back in the day it was all about heavyweight rowing, be bigger, be stronger.
Be stupider.
Yeah, basically. But it's become more scientific with sport now. We're very lucky with the National Lottery. The support that we get from the outside of like physios, doctors, nutritionists, dietitians, physiologists, the team behind us is huge. We're just like the end product of going out to perform. And I think also, we started to believe we could win. My first Olympics was in Athens, and I went in the lightweight 4. There's 2 events at the Olympics of lightweights, and we came last. So it doesn't get any more humiliating and embarrassing than that. And then to come back from that and then turn it around 4 years later to win is kind of really the story itself of how you can accomplish that. And it's just about having the team to believe, we can win, we can be winners, we can be the best in the world. And once you get that kind of environment where you're training daily in that and everybody really believes it, the passion of racing really comes out and the results do follow.
Across all the sports, the competitors this year all talked about the crowd. And at Dorney, the crowd there was just fantastic. What was it like coming through the semi-finals and then the final in the last closing stages with that crowd behind, knowing that most of them there were for you guys?
Yeah, I'm getting like hairs of razor on the back of my neck thinking about it now. It was the Dorney Roar. In Rome, we never have crowds like that. To have 30,000 people screaming and shouting for Team GB was just phenomenal. And we were on the second day of heat, so everybody came back after the first day and said, "You've got no idea what's coming." But we were sitting in the hotel because we stayed in the hotel during the games, and we could hear the noise a mile away, and it was so you just wanted to get out there and get on with the job. But then obviously when you're kind of racing, you kind of hear the noise from 1,000 metres in, and it was just deafening. I couldn't hear a word Zach was saying behind me, so we were literally rowing on instincts and habits of what we'd done in training to make sure we could actually race flat out to the line and know what we were going to do to win. And obviously as we got through the rounds, the semi-final was a big one, and then the final itself. And that's why I kind of said sorry to the nation because we didn't win because all those people had bought their tickets to come and watch us win. And it was super satisfying, not just for the athletics, it was for every sport.
You recaptured the whole moment there. Just a couple more points, because we've got a room full of rowing experts here. The first 100 metres was a big issue with you. Zach came off his seat, so there's a problem there. Is it harsh for me to say that might have caused you, because you had to restart the race, did that cause you the gold?
No. To be honest, I'd forgot about the kind of seat breakage until we did the kind of press conference afterwards, and somebody asked me a question about it, and then I remembered that it had happened. But we're quite lucky at rowing. It's only at the Olympic Games we have this 100-metre rule. If you have a technical problem, they can put your hand up and they can restart the race. But one thing that we should have done is we should have had more time in between the breakage and starting the race. All the other crews were kind of moving up and down their lanes, kept on moving, while we came straight in, fixed the problem, got straight back on the start and went. So looking back, that could have been the deciding factor, but the way we went out to race is the way we like to race. Lead from the front, don't leave anything left, and try and hang on. And unfortunately, the late was a bit too long this time.
With that in mind, I know you guys have been, you follow all the rowers, they're all over the place in all sorts of parties on Twitter. I feel like I'm living your life as well. 4 years down the line, is there the hunger, the drive to carry on for Rio?
Right now I'm taking the rest of the season off. I'm not thinking about Rio, it's too far away. I've kind of been through this scenario before of Beijing. After Beijing I went to the States for a year and coached out in LA. So I know what it takes if you're going to have time off and how to come back. So it's about just kind of, it's too emotional right now to make a decision. And if you're going to say you're going to carry on, it's not a rational decision because you just had London, everybody's so excited about it, but you haven't really sort of sat down and thought about the next 4 years. And rowing's not a glamorous sport. It's a lot of early mornings, a lot of blood, sweat and tears that goes into those performances. So right now I'm just enjoying life at the moment.
I hope you carry on, and thanks for talking to us this evening.